everybody, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some UnderRail, shall we? Well, the free drones are no longer. This optimistic graffiti is not doing much. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe, as my friend Key pointed out, the free drones are still here. They're just going to be mutants for the rest of the game. And so I might encounter free drone mutants here and there. But I couldn't say. There's lots of different ways that I could go. I could go down this way. I could go over here. But I think let's just go up right here. And hopefully this will connect me with the chemical assault unit. No, they're not here. Maybe I need to go back down, or maybe they fled back to the barracks. They don't seem the sentimental type. Maybe they didn't wait for me. Maybe they don't care about a guy like me. Let's see. This is where I left them. Gas is still here. Key also pointed out that I can wait, and over time the gas will disperse and come back and get some good items, including some protection perhaps against gas in the future. Now, what I didn't know, and what Rob and Jean-Luc were saying in the comments for YouTube, was that basically you can actually be a mutant, and they've made it now so that you can beat the game as a mutant, which is kind of amusing, to say the least. Now, where am I? I am now on this square, which I've actually been to before. Alright, so if I don't see these guys anymore, yeah, I don't see the chemical assault unit anywhere. This is not the right way to go. I'm going to go back to Fort Apogee and just assume that they have gone back and they're chilling, laughing maniacally about how they mutagen bombed the drones, on and on. They're, of course, entitled to do that because they're psychopaths, but what about me? Alright. So I think the best course of action is probably to pick up the rift for rail crossing and use that to just warp to Fort Apogee. I could take the train to Core City and then go up and take the upper UnderRail passage train to Fort Apogee, but that just seems rather ridiculous. Alright. So it is on this screen, I believe. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. So let me... excuse me, drink some juice and step in. We're going to go to Fort Apogee. We're going to slip through, and we're going to confront this mechanic who botched a job. No, we're not, but I wonder if I can say anything to him. I'll leave you to your work, buddy. Your top-notch work. Although I can't put it past the chemical assault unit for doing that intentionally. We'll get to the bottom of all of that fun. So we're going to go up and chat here. Oh my god. Right. Look. I'm a high-ranking member. It's okay if I roll in with weapons everywhere on my person. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I don't think. Hey, Captain. Captain Merith seems surprised to see you. Corporal, you're alive. Wow. I thought we'd lost you. He pauses and he takes a good look at you. I see you aren't a revolting green husk of a former self, which is a positive thing. That's because I'm the Invictus. I'm invincible. You left me there to die, Captain. Is that how you treat everyone, or just us Southerners? Calm down, Corporal. Remember who you're talking to. It's your fault. You let an incompetent mongrel rig those gas cans. Hey. Let's not throw that incompetent word around. If everything had been properly done, we could have avoided that mishap easily and wouldn't be having this conversation. What matters the most is that the free drones are gone. Your life is far down the list of what matters. Well, not all of them, sure. Some are still scattered throughout South UnderRail, but their main lair is gone for good. No one would want to go there anymore. As for us, we were just saying goodbye. Our work here is done. Right, Des? She giggles. I want to get as far away from these ratters as I can. She means to say, I want to get as far away from these ratters as I can. I feel like I'm going to get a disease or something. Charming, isn't she? Oh, and would you mind telling me the name of that idiot who rigged the mutagen so that we can make sure he doesn't make the same mistake again? Actually, someone from outside Fort Apogee did it. Boy, do I want to sentence this guy to death. Oh, why would you? Never mind. I hope you've learned from your mistakes. Are we leaving, Julius? The lady is impatient. I lied because I don't want to give this guy any excuse to go kill somebody. And that guy did make a mistake that nearly destroyed me. But I have a soft spot for incompetent people. The lady's impatient. We have to move on, I'm afraid. He chuckles. No rest for the wicked. So do you have any more questions before we leave? No, I already asked these questions, so I'm done. I got 3 experience from him. And let's talk to the Colonel. Corporal, I was informed by Captain Merith that the mission was a complete success. I'm glad you're alive, soldier. That's what I like to see, a survivor. Also, the CAU will be leaving soon if they haven't gone already. He leans closer. Good riddance. As for you, you deserve some R&R. Payment for both missions done under Captain Merith's command is waiting for you, plus a small bonus. You know where to collect it, Corporal. Salute and leave. Alright. So, at least for the time being, I appear to be done with Fort Apogee and their quest line. Like, I mean, their main obstacle was probably the free drones at this point. So, that's been taken care of. There might be more. We'll see. Frazier. I've come to collect my pay. Heh, yeah, I was informed of that. Let's see. 2 missions plus a bonus. That will be $600, Corporal. That's a lot of blues. He smirks before continuing. What did you do? Annihilate the free drones? Faceless? He laughs. Actually, I decimated free drones' main base in South UnderRail, sir. Or annihilated, if you really prefer that term. Frazier's smirk contracts into confusion and shuts him up for a brief moment. It doesn't last long, however. Well, I wasn't told anything about that yet. Strange, truly. Here are your blues, Corporal. He hands you 600 United States dollars. His stare flees yours and hides in the chart he just picked up. Salute and leave. Now, I got a bonus, right? I'd like to barter. Does he have the... He was saying that there's like a suit that you can get that's like basically makes you immune to when put in conjunction with some other items, makes you immune to gas. I mean, I could get some of this riot armor. Or maybe the armor piece that Key was talking about is at the free drone base once the gas leaves. Alright. Anyway, we're done. Okay. So, of the things I could be doing right now, I have a bunch of cash. I could go to the medical wing and make it rain, or I could exchange currency and, you know, upgrade my house a little bit more. These are all things that are worthy of consideration. I could build my better shield now that my skills are raised. It's actually not a bad idea. Damn it, Will, you nearly killed me. Will turns pale. It takes a moment for him to answer with a trembling voice. Almost killed you? No, what did I do wrong? You messed up the mutagen timer or something like that. It went off as soon as I activated. I specifically instructed you to make it release the gas exactly 1 minute after activation. But that's what I did, or at least I thought I did. Please forgive me, it was a mistake, sir. Please, I didn't mean to kill you. Please forgive me, I'm sorry. Look, I forgive you. Just don't expect me to ask for your help again, okay? Goodbye, Will. Take care. Thank you, sir, thank you. You take care, too. You see the color returning to his face. After a second or two, he turns around as if he's going to continue his work, but you notice he's only staring at the console. Wow. Well, I've spared you, dude. Because I'm so friendly. Alright, let's go down here. And let's go through the pipes. Let's go over here. I'm going to go now back to my house. And I'm going to try and build a more powerful shield for myself. I don't remember if I still have all the ingredients on me, but I got my electronics bonus. I'm going to slow the time way down for a moment and go to crafting. And we're going to make a shield. Energy shield emitter. And we're going to open up the crafting menu. We're going to go... This is the base. This is the 96 quality. 113... Uh-huh. And I can fit in... Oh, this takes 102 electronics. What is this for? A secondary modulator. Oh, I gotta have a secondary modulator lying around somewhere, don't I? Oh, wow, this is a really good one. This is an insane. So, electronics 102. Okay. And you can see that this would be, like, basically double what mine is in terms of its capacity, its conversion rate. But before I make this, I do want to just check upstairs and see if I have another modulator. I don't know if I could fit it in. What's my electronics? It's 115 plus the buff downstairs. So let's see. Crafting. Can I like drag this box and make it bigger? Not really. Okay. Sort it and then a component. I don't know if that's a secondary modulator, or let me go into my shield stuff. Maybe I use that? Or this? We'll check all this stuff. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna check all of it. Whatever. Alright, let's see. I'm overloaded? Okay, cool. Let me put some of my own stuff on here. I'm gonna throw on this shelf the boxing gloves. Oh, no, not that. Oh, it's alt-click. That's right. I always forget. And this laser pistol, this AFW, this AKX. These can go up there. There we go. Alright, now I'm not too heavy. And let's go back down here. I'm only moving slowly because I want to try to save my brew, but I've got plenty of brew. I don't need to be this ridiculous. Alright, let's go in here, and let's go ahead and craft... Alright, this is going to take electronics 90, so this is actually not the good one. Yeah, this one we want to put in there. Oh, this is now put this up here. This will take electronics 116, so I'm actually one away from being able to use this. But what I could do is instead... Can you put this on? You can, but it's a bad idea. This is way better. There we go. That's the top one. And then electronics 128, if I want to notch that on. That's not even close. 125. Well, actually, what is my electronics now? It's up by 15%. It was 115, so 10% is 10. Oh, no, I should be able to make this. Yeah, I can definitely make this. What is this? This is 128 quality. It's better than this. Got it. Alright, so we just made ourselves an insane new shield. Huh. Where does it go, though? Yeah, here it is. Alright, go down here. Look at this. This shield is worth 16,000. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So, it even at very high, it does 258, which means like maybe in one blast, it's like it can take 258 off of one shot, maybe? I don't know what that shielding... very low, low, medium, high, very high indicator means, but everything is improved on this except for the dispensation rate, but that seems, if you want high capacity. All right, great. So we did it, is what that means. All right, let me go upstairs then. Actually, let's go to the merchant district. And let's try to sell some of this stuff. Alright, cool. So, at the very least, I got myself a crazy piece of equipment. we will put on the taser, the big grenades, and the flashbangs, and now we're armed to the teeth. Now, I'm going to have to drink more juice, but I do want to go back to my house and pick up the Rat King's armor so that I can do stealthing, etc. if I need to. Alright, let's barter. That is ridiculous armor. Alright, let me sell all the bullets I have. Oh, can I just... Well, I don't want to transfer everything. But I could, right? And it still wouldn't give me all of her money, but it saves me some time. Great. And then what else you got? You want anything else that I have, personally? Oh, yeah, you want these? Sure. Oh, right, the engraved cigarette case. Fantastic. God, that's worth so much money. Yeah, sell that. Great, she buys luxury items. That's what that is. All right, I could also maybe offload my jackhammer, but it's nice to have. Okay, that looks tremendous. Do I have anything that you would buy, Oscar? I can sell you like this extra grenade and, you know, these grenades and these. Oh, you won't buy those? Okay. Fine. Don't buy them. I didn't really want you to. No, I did. All right, I'll sell you this knife. And... Oh, this expensive helmet. Cool. How much are you going to give me? A lot is what you're going to give me. That's great. Okay, that's tremendous. I'm thrilled about that interaction. And what we can do now that we've sold all that stuff is roll back down. I'm going to drink some more brew. Well, I need to charge my shield. Bam. I mean, yeah, that's a good shield. All right, let's drink. All right, and let's go hang out with the dude. What's up, dude? Barter. Okay, cool. Man, we're making the dude so rich. He could really upgrade his home at this point. Okay, let me travel to my house. And I'm going to dump, like, all of my crafting stuff upstairs on my shelves. Everything except for my... I have some unsaturated cyanic catalyst on me. I'm going to keep those. I'm going to keep these mushrooms. But so much else I'm just going to put over here for later. If ever. I don't know if I'll ever even need most of this stuff. It sells well. I could have gone to the electronics guy and sold a bunch of these smaller parts. I just didn't. Okay, that's good. And then, let's see. You can have... I don't really think I need throwing nets or any of these darts. They're funny, but I never use them. I don't quite need this many grenades. This coat I was wearing just because it's good against heat. Or I was carrying just for that reason. Because it's immune to burning. But I don't know if I need that or not. Alright, so let me go into gear. And... oh, is the... where did I leave my Rat Hound King armor? That must be in a pile somewhere. I think I left a pile in Core City of stuff. Well, wherever it is, it's not in here. And then... just make sure I'm not carrying anything that's too heavy. Okay, I think I've really done a good job streamlining my items, for the most part. Is it here? Yeah, here's the Rat Hound Regalia. Cool. Alright. So, now, my plan is to go see if the gas has dispersed. So we're going to go to rail crossing. We're going to head back to the free drones lair. And I'm going to loot that place. And then my next plan, in terms of like the course of actions, is going to be to try to clear out one of the lunatic dens where Key was saying that there is the plasma beam psionic ability, because I really want another top-level damaging psionic skill. The only thing I have to do is this with the renegade soldiers, and I can't resolve that, I don't think, peaceably without having a higher skill than I do in terms of conversation. Like, my negotiation skill is so bad. And it looks like the gas is still here, but maybe it's gone. No, it's still here. Okay. So the gas is going to be rumbling around for a bit, and we'll just wait for that to pass. I don't know how much game time that takes. And I don't think you can just tell yourself to wait. So in that case, we've got the juice up. So when I found the area where the lunatics were, it was like lunatics here and lunatics here. And so I'm going to go back in this region and fight them. I think I can just transport to Fort Apogee. Probably the easiest way to get over here. Oh, this is the university. Right. Okay. Alright. I'm ready for lunatics. I got my new shield. Honestly, I think if I just take him a bit at a time, at this point, my character is pretty strong. I hope that some of them are using bullets. If there's no gunplay, I might have to change my armor, but we'll see. And I believe Jean-Luc was warning me of that at some point, I'm going to run out of enemies that use guns as their primary attack, and it's going to be maybe psionics and chemical attacks or acid attacks, things like that, that just don't play by those rules. Alright, so let me just go this way. But for now, this coat still helps me. I can also change my psionic loadout depending on the situation to equip, you know, pseudo-spatial projection or force field, some of the older things that I was using a long time ago. And now, after my debacle, I understand better about Enrage and how it works, as Jean-Luc was explaining it, and I think now I can use it and at least not go insane, wondering why the enemies are not behaving in a way that I want. Basically, from what I understand, it just turns off all friendly targets and makes every target a hostile when you enrage something. So they can still attack you, and they're still going to use their normal AI, but they will attack their buddies too. So okay, this is the university, I think. At some point I need to do the quest for Wit Nosik for the Oculus, and I think I'm going to just have to bite the bullet and maybe look at a guide on that, at least to get me in the right direction, because it seems kind of like there's not very much information. Like, he worked for BioCore and was stationed in Core City. That's all I saw from the records. And so I went there, but nobody knew about it, so it was kind of, you know. Anyway, I'm going to save the game right here. And we're just going to save it at our regular file, and we're going to go down in this mess of an area. Hi, this is it, the Lunatics Stairmaker. This is where I believe Key was talking about that I should go. Dead lunatic. Oh, there's like a thought bubble. The ribs and organs within have been sliced through cleanly and have been cut deeper. It would have severed the spine and likely split the person in half. Wow. Alright, so there's somebody with a massive sword or something down here. Or it might be a monster. Don't know. But here we go. I'm going to stealth up. And really, if I want to be stealthier, I would need to wear the Rat King's armor. So if stealth is the option, I'll load the game, switch on to the Rat King armor, and, you know, do that. Okay, remains. Ashes. God, what is this? Why are all these ashes down here? Is this the place where, like, I got thrown earlier in the game? No, that was that lady's basement where there was just, like, stuff like this going around. Anyway. Alright, these are lunatics, and they're standing peacefully over here. So, let me just kind of walk down here, and, alright. I'm going to just start combat. This guy has a gun, so I'm not worried about him at all. The nuker is quite scary. So I'm going to drop a orb, like right here. Alright, the nuker is dead. This guy took no damage. That's confusing, to say the least. And I'm going to, I guess, electrocute this guy. And then cryo this dude. And he's almost dead. How many AP do I have left? 0. Yeah, it's all done. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should have turned on my shield. That would have been smarter. But it's okay because he's using a gun, and a gun just doesn't do anything. Alright, let me stun this guy then. Alright, he's gone. And I'm gonna get my cooldowns back, and I'm going to... I should have probably drank my potion, my psi booster, before the cooldown. Anyway. I will turn on my shield. It's interesting. So my shield actually takes damage, but I probably wouldn't, you know, in the way that that breaks down. Alright. Just going to end combat, turn off my shield, close the door. Yeah, no problem. Okay. And we can just save it, I guess, for now. So he called for help, but nobody heard him, so let's go back in here, and we're stealthing. There's a barrel. There's some cash. Whatever. Bullets. Shelves that have... Oh. Some nice components, I guess. The Nuker's corpse. This guy has all kinds of good stuff. Hello. Wow, they really dished out the gear to this dude. There's a stealth guy over there that I can just clearly see. Ah, the lunatic poetry. I am unfortunately well-versed in the poetry, so I don't get any more experience, but, you know. You can't have it all, can you? Alright. Lunatic Impaler. This is where I get my consumables. That's a nice spear you've got. Good for you. Alright. And here's a locker. Okay. Let me save it again. Wow, it goes even deeper? God, this game is crazy. I mean, you would have to be so, like, even a more hardcore lunatic to go down that way. Alright, where's the stealth guy? He's just marching back and forth? I know you were around here, stealth man. There he is. What are you? Are you just a lunatic? Oh boy. Whoops. Hi guys. Don't mind if I do. You're a hacker and you're a freezer. Alright, so I have to do that to stun the hacker, or the freezer, okay? And then I'm gonna give you telekinetic punch. I'm gonna shield up. And honestly, I wish I could, I'm just going to kill this guy. And then we'll step over here. And this guy is back up. So let me see what I do with... He doesn't like that. As to be expected. And I don't really have enough AP, it looks like, to do much else to this guy at the moment. So I might just throw this at him and move back here. What are you going to do? Heal yourself? Yeah. So he froze me. Oh, I hope he can't shatter me. I guess I have to just pass the turn. Okay. Now I get to go at some point. Here we go. Alright. So he's in there. And he's got a cryo shield. Okay. Am I lost? I'm kind of lost, to be honest. I'm going to telepunch this guy. Alright, so he's stunned and he's dead. He's just absolutely dead. And we'll go over here. Oh. So interestingly, the stealth person is still gone. Oh, look, there's like a whole facility down here. Like an old biocore place or something, maybe. Interesting, interesting. Alright, let me bandage up. And let me recharge my shield. And let me stealth. Yep, here's the psionic proxy. Oh, so that's not a real person? It's one of those... Interesting. Now, it hit me, though. It almost killed me. What kind of garbage is this? I'm dead if it attacks me. What? It's like that area where there was the invisible people. If that's the case, I'm going to need pseudo-spatial projection. I don't really have much choice. I don't even know how to hurt this thing. Immune to all physical attacks. Yeah, but I did cryokinesis, which is not a physical attack, right? Huh. I don't know what I'm going to do to that thing. Alright. Yeah, this is really bad. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked it. Maybe if I just don't attack this thing, then I'm not in any danger. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I can't hurt it. So we've got a massive problem. Okay. So that's an issue. The Lunatics themselves are easy. That thing is giving me some discomfort. So let's just avoid it. I don't know why it doesn't attack the other Lunatics, but maybe it doesn't attack anybody if they don't... Oh, batteries. Cool. Utility dumpster 6. We are coming. Regulators derailed. Sensors went haywire. Display imaginary dysfunctions. Missing signals from at least 2 sensors. Disconnected connections. Manual maintenance required. Nope. Sensor 48 interruption located north. Lower section misleading. Sensor lunatic interrupted south. Present lies. Exit. So there's some sensors that are missing. So maybe then what it's saying is... Oh, wow, there's lunatics all over the place. I could turn the sensors back on or something. Oh, there's a ventilation shaft. Oh. Well, that's intriguing. Okay. Well, I'm good with ventilation shafts. Alright. Well, I think then I'm going to close this just so that proxy doesn't wander in if it would. What I'm going to do is go in and explore this ventilation shaft and look around this lunatic facility even further. Avoid the psionic proxy right now, but if I have to, I will just go ahead and memorize or slot in pseudospatial projection and try to beat it somehow, but I'm not sure how. We'll figure it out. But we'll do that next time. Everyone, we finished the Chemical Assault Unit quest. We built an amazing shield for ourselves, sold some stuff, and we are now in the Lunatic base in Upper UnderRail looking for some new psionic abilities and some other knickknacks and treasures. I hope you all have an excellent evening or day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.